Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. It's really a happy Thursday because it's day off. So, I love day off. Hopefully we can get our dishwasher today. I need to find maintenance and say something to them. Thing is dead over here. I wonder if it's in the trash can for the puppy waste, because there is something foul in there. Smells like death. It did last night too. Not too bad out right now, I say that, but once we get walking here. Go on, go pee on your tree! Come on, you act like you don't know what you're doing, dude. I know you're considered a senior dog, but I feel like you're getting senile, too. Yeah, it's a little froggy out this morning again, so... Beautiful weather. It'll probably clear up later. Don't know what we're all getting into, if we're going to go see the sunflowers out in Elysburg or not. That is kind of the game plan. And speaking with Mike this morning, I guess I can have the box, but I'm kind of on the fence now a little bit because, okay, so I was doing more GoPro in, how do I want to say that? Research, that's the word. And I configured the media mod and all that stuff separately, and I was like, oh, it's the same price as if you bought it, you know, in the creator kit. It's not. It's $100 savings, actually. So you're getting a couple things for free, or at least one item plus percentage off something else. So, that would definitely be the way I would go, because the media mod. But apparently they've made it where it'll actually dual record front and back on the media mod now. So you have stereo recording on the media mod, which is kind of nice, because when you would go, you could only put it on a front or back, and it would not, you couldn't hear yourself if you were on the opposite side of the camera. I want to test the quality of it, just for, you know, internet's sake. It's not something I plan on, you know, keeping. Again, I honestly did the DJI Action 4, I didn't plan on keeping anyway, to be honest. I was mildly hopeful there for a bit, but then when the financial portion of it kicked in harder, I knew it wasn't happening. Funny thing is, GoPro, so they sent all these units out to, you know, different people to review and whatnot. They're not allowed to actually do any of their review stuff yet. Even though the camera's been announced, they're not allowed to push or not push any of the information they have on the camera too much. I mean, like side-by-sides and this, that, and the other thing. And basically the one guy was saying the reason they're not allowed to is because it's really no different than the 11. They say that, but they have changed some features. The Media Mod 2.0, you could only run the Media Mod, or not the Media Mod, the Max Lens Mod 2.0 on the 10, 11. You could only run that at 2.7K. You can now run 4K, 30, and 60 with that lens. Huge difference. Huge difference. Because that lens was a nice lens, but because you had to reduce your quality, it made it kind of stupid, in my opinion. But apparently they've removed GPS from it. There is a remote that probably has GPS. They're probably following action in that aspect. I'm not even getting the camera, and I'm already, you know, talking about bashing it from what I've seen. I'm not so much bashing it. The 5.3, doesn't look like they changed the sensor. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to go to a 1-inch sensor. That did not happen. That definitely did not happen. They're not talking much about low light performance either on it, because I think they know where the camera fails. What else did I hear? I don't know. It's one of those things where, you know, you're always looking for something to, you know, have as an alternate device to pull out. But apparently they have made some improvements image-wise and audio-wise. That was a huge thing, because audio with the GoPros has always been kind of suspect. You know, I remember back when they made the update to the underwater... Dead. Hang up. Phone call coming through and a mosquito biting me. I'm not sure which is worse. Predators or mosquitoes? Same creature, really. So, yeah, the mosquitoes are horrible out here this morning. Yeah, because when they did the underwater, they changed the microphones for underwater to make it sound better. kind of hurt audio in the out of water. Like I said to Mike, I said maybe around tax time I'll find a good deal on an open box and pick one up so we can test it. Maybe sooner, we'll see, but I doubt sooner. The way things are right now. my main focus right now, especially after seeing, I've been actually editing on the Mac last couple nights, definitely see a difference. I don't know if I'm going to go back to using the TV too much, because I think I'm over editing. Like Mike said, I think you're over editing the video. But I did change my exposure on the phone to -7, and I don't have to change my exposure levels. I don't have to cut them down anymore. I did that to match up with the Action 4. It seems to be continuing working even though the Action 4 doesn't exist anymore. The leaves are starting to change over to some nice colors. Took some pictures last night. You get a little bit of yellow down here. Yeah, that's the only problem is with the iPhones come out, usually everything's starting to kind of, you get autumn, but you don't have so much of the vibrant flowers. These ones here don't seem to reflect as bad because they're tiny, but I'm still getting a lot of, I don't know, bright colors seem to, phone has a hard time with. I think it's the morning damp grass. The mosquitoes are just horrendous right now. And I wanted to get the Japanese maple tree. Sun's not out yet, so it's not shining like it can. That's the one thing I actually had the Action up in there because I could extend it. I got another mosquito on me. God. All right. Alrighty. We're doing a pre-afternoon walk. It is 11:16, so a second walk. Hopefully we can track maintenance down for our dishwasher this time. Come on, baby dog. You got to start moving. She hasn't been feeling too good today. Brought a second team of roofers in with the amount of work they have to do. So we have the adults on the left side and the kids on the right side. Keep swearing to God that one kid doesn't look like he's more than 12 years old. That's up there. Well, the sun's not quite hitting the maple tree yet. I was kind of hoping it would be. Maybe on the other side. Because the sun's kind of in a weird spot right now. It's like straight across. Oh, let's hope the handle doesn't let go again like it just did. It was really weird. It just like loosened itself up somehow. I was watching some more GoPro Hero 12 non-review videos because no one's allowed to talk about it. The gentleman I mentioned a couple weeks ago, It's Sky, I actually watched a video from a little whiles back about him, kind of get a little more idea of, who he is and stuff. They actually live in the Netherlands. And I was wondering, like, why this, where he was going was just, like, so colonial and so pretty. And he was saying the difference between America and the Netherlands. It was a really good video. So if you get a chance to, it was about 10 months ago he released it. But he was going on a pretty good, rant on where GoPro is failing. Honestly, I just, all these people that are raving about the DJI, I mean, there's some things that are definitely better. The connection system and all that seems simpler, but you still need more and more and more and more of those little magnetic feet. To make it easy and quick, you need to have 10 of them. So, and in different styles. So, there's always going to be a little caveat to all these different cameras. But the one thing he's like, they're bragging about image quality. They need to improve their image quality. I don't think I'm going to even waste my time testing it now after seeing some of these other videos. What you doing, guys? The reason I brought them out now is because it's still only 77 degrees out. It's supposed to go to 88 today in thunderstorms after 4 o'clock. I don't know if we're going to get out or not. I got to try to find maintenance, like I said, on this run. See if we can get the dishwasher thing done. And maybe take them for a car ride and go see sunflowers. I'm not taking the drone because I don't want to get yelled at for that. So, let's see what our tree looks like. Yeah, the sun's kind of coming through, but still not quite at the right angle. I think we'll go through the playground. I normally fill my tree with a lot of fog or clouds or something. How about blue sky? I don't know why that just looks picturesque to me. I haven't figured it out yet. Kind of like the whole concept of seeing, the leaves change. They're actually dying. That's a dead tree. Oh, the moon is still kind of showing up there a little bit. I don't even bother trying to capture it because it's just not good. But, oh, yeah, I just edited this morning. Video was processing it. I think it had like 53 minutes or something like that. It's crazy. The other day it told me it had a whole bunch of time to process and then it was done. what are we doing? I'm sniffing. She hasn't been feeling good this morning. She didn't eat her breakfast initially. She did eat finally, though. I don't know. So the crazy thing is, with the DJIs connected, like I said, I don't have my audio chime, but if I hold the ShiftCam directly, when I do activate the trigger, I do feel like a vibration. When I have the handle on it, I don't feel it, but if I'm actually holding the ShiftCam like I am now, then I can feel it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like it's trying to make a noise, but it can't. So that'd be the only thing I'd really like to see change with these, is that the audio chime comes back. But I don't know. That is some meanness coming right there. A huge thunder crack just went off. I gotta get this place cleaned up now. I told you it was coming. Alright, well, because I have the DJIs hooked onto the other thing, I'm not bringing them out. Even though I have the one on me right now that I forgot about. Gonna go pee, buddy? Alright, so their grass is cut again. I got to go down there, cut again. And I got, in the parking lot, the high weeds down out there all cut. So, all along, up to that blue car, up to my car. Lightning! I don't know, but your roofers might want to get down. And it's over. No, it's not. Oh, dang it, it's still raining outside. I was hoping it had stopped, but it's still drizzling. I wanted to take the dogs out for another walk here. It's been a hot minute. Am I still in 1080-60? Interesting. Okay. So I'm watching a lot of these people that have been banned from showing comparison videos. They are bashing the GoPro Hero 12. It's not an update. It is like this gentleman here. I am watching Random Tech. Basically, he's saying that basically all they did was unlock all the features the 11 could do just to release a new camera this year. Didn't change the sensor. Didn't change. There was a couple other things they didn't change. Sensor was one. What the hell else was there? I don't remember. I'll have to look back, but they're just grasping at money at this point. No wonder they didn't charge the same price for it, because it's not really an update. It's a software change to save battery life. Oh, same battery. Oh, same processor and same sensor. And that sensor's been in like the last, what, 3 models? The GT, when that in the 10? The G2 or GP GoPro 2 sensor or processor. Boy, they're just money hungry at this point. This might not be the smartest thing to do, considering the port is facing upwards right now on the DJI mics, but I'm still in 4K 60. I don't know why this isn't switching back like it should. It was in 4K 30 Pros, or it just got turned off somehow. That sucks, because, oh well. Yeah, I'm hoping this kind of stops after dinner. We can maybe go for another little lap. I'm a couple miles behind on my walking today. Missed yesterday, too. Well, the puppies are not enjoying the rain. Yeah, got some wind came through pretty good. A lot of leaves and debris were flying when we were out there. So, at least I got my grass cut. Looks better. Alright, second thought, we're gonna go for a little quickie. Come on, let's go. Come on. He's like, oh, what are we doing? Come on, Priya. Shoes the pavement's wet. I don't like it on my paws. A little tough. Let's go, guys. Come on. Yeah, literally, I was watching a couple different people's videos. I'm not sure if it was the gentleman I just showed you or one before that, that literally said that GoPro has an embargo out that anyone that got the camera early is not allowed to compare it to any cameras, any other action cameras, including the 11. I don't know if that's going to change after the actual launch of it, but apparently they don't want people knowing that it's really not a new camera, because it's not. It's kind of sad. So, I mean, you might as well just, unless you really want HDR, I mean, you're never going to get the features that it has, but it's nothing new. It could have been, like this gentleman was saying, it could have all been done with software. That's disgusting. GoPro, that's disgusting. You guys walk into riverbeds. Why are you scared of wet grass? These guys are being weird. Well, at least you're going pee-pees. Okay. Each of you done number one. Let's just walk down here and see the sky. See it through the trees. I want to go see it closer. I don't think I'm going to go into the grass, though, because my feet have finally dried from this morning. Something I definitely need to look into on Amazon, since I have a like $28 credit, is USB-C port covers for this stupid thing. I mean, at least it won't go straight into the unit that way. It'd be nice to find like a watertight housing for the damn thing, just for being out in weather. The microphone, if it's under your clothes, I think it'd be okay. I'm still concerned about when I am out in the hot weather and you're sweating, that didn't mess up the other transmitter. Should quit tapping it while I'm recording with it, though. The biggest problem with getting this is, like, up high I can see it better, and as I get down lower, the mountain kind of gets in my way. So with all the power lines, that's still actually kind of a cool shot. So I'm not hearing a whole lot of new stuff about the iPhone. Watching those videos too, trying to get away from the GoPro bashing, because I'm already set that, you know, like I said, if an open box were to become available and I had the funds to do it, I want to just test it just to see and let you guys see what my point of view is. And that's kind of one of the other gentleman's comments was, why are you giving it to these people that... No, actually, that was It's Sky. He's like, GoPro, you need to give these cameras to people who are going to give you honest feedback and accept the honest feedback, instead of giving it to people that are just going to say, oh, it's the greatest thing ever, when it's really not. So you can tell. Some of the ones that are complaining are actually ones that got the test models. And they've basically been like, we've been blocked by saying anything about this camera or comparing it to anything else. That seems shady to me. So anyway, but yeah, with the 12, the one thing that's a little concerning, but it seems like the 12 Pro Max, the one I would be leaning towards anyway, it seems like that's going to be the top dog, whether it's the 12 Pro Max or if they do name it Ultra. But think about this. I don't see how they're going to get away with the Ultra moniker on the phone because of Samsung. Samsung will sue their asses into the ground if they try to use the Ultra moniker. Because if you notice, Samsung's the Pro watch. Sorry, there's a bunch of bugs. They're just swarming me. And it's vice versa. It's the Ultra watch. It's the Pro phone versus Samsung's Ultra. Yeah. So I don't think they're going to get away with that legally. If Home Depot can sue Walmart for the color orange, you bet your ass that Samsung's going to sue Walmart or Apple for using the Ultra. All right, let me get this quick. Unfortunately, like I said, if I go down in the little valley here, I won't hardly be able to see anything because the trees and everything will block me. But I got power lines in the way. It is what it is. I mean, at least you can see the mountain now. Okay, remember to take it off 3x zoom so I didn't film my forehead. Mateo, do you want to get off the road, dude? People are going to be driving up and down it. He doesn't want to get off the road. He doesn't want to be in the wet grass. So it looks like they're talking about a braided USB-C cable. The Pro Max will have the ability of maybe for Thunderbolt, but you are not going to get that cable with it. And I saw one of the YouTubers flash it up on the screen. $129 for the cable to run Thunderbolt. I did not think they were that expensive. But someone in the comments, you can let me know if that is a legitimate price. That is insane. That'll take a hard swallow to worry about. I'd like my ProRes footage to come in faster, granted. But everybody keeps saying the Max, maybe the Pro series in general, but the Max for sure, they're thinking they're going to up it to 2 terabytes, which would be helpful in my worry about running out of time to record in ProRes. By the same token, if I have 2 devices that have the same thing, it's not so much of a problem. Here, like today has been one. I almost pulled out the S23 today because I had. Where are you going? This one was importing, and it takes a long time with HDR footage filming Lightning. Stand corrected, ProRes, but I wasn't shooting in ProRes because somehow it got turned off. I think when it was in my pocket, I didn't lock the camera, and it switched modes on me, and it turned ProRes off, and it didn't turn itself back on when I put it in the right mode. Dang it. Well. Sorry, Mr. Maple Tree, but you're not going to get the sunny shot I was hoping for today. I don't have the handle with me either, because I actually could put the iPhone a little further up in the tree. Just was a kind of a cool shot. Although the extension I have isn't quite as long as what the DJI came with. And I'm a little suspect on all these ones bragging about the DJI, because even that was not... I thought it was going to be better than it was. Honestly, and I was disappointed in it. That was a lot of the reason I returned it. I mean, I was planning on returning it a lot sooner than I did. And I stopped myself. Did one more test. But it just wasn't, to me, it just wasn't consistent in clarity. Like in the mornings we'd come down here and the footage looked just, I keep saying the mush theory. That's what it was like. Be wrong, I know the iPhone isn't always spot on either, but I feel it's just sharper. And then a lot of it's the fact that those files are all, you know, uncompressed. I'm getting full quality, so it gives me what I want. And now that I've dropped my Evo down to -7, I don't even have to hardly edit these things. I just change saturation ever so slightly, which I could probably cut down a little bit more now that the action's not in the picture. Alrighty, so both Mike and Mike, TopCat129, and Mr. Baker have both said that the audio does sound better with the changes I made. There's, like I said, there's a couple little spots where I can if I hear it start to like crackle, I'll bring it down a little bit. But I normally talk a little bit lower level. Mike's a little louder than me when he's filming, so, you know, just try to be mindful of it. So I mentioned I was cutting grass out front along the sidewalk there. They were just letting it go, so I cut it all and it's all in the drain now. Yeah, so we're gonna watch another episode of The Shelter today. With dinner, we're having fish and mashed potatoes and zucchini, and I'm not sure what else she was making. I think some sort of seasoned rice or something, one of those course packets. I'm gonna call tonight unless something major happens, but thanks for watching. I'll see you in the morning and have a good day. All right, I already know I said goodnight, so we went to watch The Shelter. Apparently, it doesn't come out until 8 p.m. at night on Thursdays. Never in my life. Wherever it's released from, it's midnight their time, but it's 8 p.m. ours. It's really crazy. So we ended up watching another episode of Linus. We're a few episodes behind on that one. I don't know, that show, it's not our favorite. We're watching it, but I guess the last season of Riverdale is now out on Netflix. So eventually we'll start back up on that and finish the craziness that is Riverdale. And just taking them on one last walk and trying to get my my challenge for the day. Because I was at 5.04 miles, so need like 1.3. So we went all the way down, back down by the vet and came around. We're gonna be pretty close. We're already at a half mile now.